What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Atlanteuropa AI only battle. It's turn 200. We've got some info addicts to look at, unless we don't, but we do. So I don't know. I was going to say in case I just thought for like a brief second I might have done it last time, but I didn't at all. Here's some graphs. They're not too useful when you have this many civs. Let's just see if there's anything that someone's like millions of miles ahead. That's pretty stretched. I think that's Poland in the red. Yellow will probably be Egypt, and that's probably Russia. Yes, and I assume the red's Poland. Only Austria is red apart from them, or that shade of red. I doubt it's the other two, the UK and Morocco. No offense, guys. Science a bit closer. Someone fell to 0 somehow and has recovered. Mercuria obviously not doing too good out in the desert. But yeah, let's just look at the proper stuff. World rankings and population. Obviously these are important, more important than the team series that we just had, because obviously in this series they will decide who wins, which obviously wasn't the case last time, so it didn't work. But there we go, straight into population. The Songhai leading the way, 3 million ahead of Egypt, Poland just behind, and Khazar and Greece filling out the top 5. Interesting mix. On to crop yield, Egypt once again leading, Poland in second, Novgorod in third, Khazar fourth, Russia fifth. So that's nice, different mix. Only Egypt and Poland have been in the top 5. Oh no, Khazar twice as well in fourth. Russia up here at the Songhai. Good to see so many European civs in here. I mean, Russia are technically European now at this point. I'm going to give it to them. We need something, okay? France doing the best outside of Poland from actual Europe. There is lots of heavy rain. Sorry if you can hear that. Just a heads up, it's very loud. Poland leading the way for production by quite some way, about 50 million tons ahead of Novgorod in second, Russia in third. There we go, Greece is up there too in fourth, another proper European, and Egypt in fifth. That's pretty big. Poland doing very well, Egypt falling away a bit here. We'll look at the other gold ones instead of GMP. I think this is gold income, but it doesn't include what they're spending. So it's not the best way of telling. Land, Poland leading the way, 1.65 million square kilometers. They do look huge now that I look at them down the corner. Egypt in second. They're obviously going to grow a lot with lots of new cities, borders growing. Babylon in third, which is fair enough. They're pretty big and just been left alone in the corner. Great Britain in fourth. I think that's just the sea. Plus they have a lot of cities. Novgorod in fifth, and yeah, they're going to be huge at some point because they have so much space. They will probably overtake Poland at some point. Khazar, Russia, as you'd expect. France is actually still doing pretty well. They're up there, France. There's a chance, bit of luck, do the right thing. Maybe they'll shoot up that list. Here's the big one. Military manpower. Poland once again in first place. Egypt in second. Novgorod third. Russia fourth. And somehow Great Britain in fifth. Not expecting that. Very big surprise. We'll move on past those two because there again can be assessed. Well, approval isn't great, but you just look at happiness anyway. And literacy, again, we can just look at how many texts people have later. Social policies, Poland leading the way. It's their unique ability. You'd expect that. Germany just behind them. There's a bit of a gap. Morocco, Egypt, and the Songhai all on 14 though. Happiness. Has anyone got 0? That's all that matters. Or below 0. Rome and Khazar, so they won't probably be settling too much in the future, near future. Technologies, Mercuria in last, pretty expected. It looks like they were making no science for 5 turns. 32, Arabia's not doing too well, the Goths pretty low, Mali struggling, it's a bit more of a surprise. They have slapped down that settler they had now, I'll show you that in a second. Sweden, Ireland, yeah, some of the small civs. Who's leading the way? The Huns, still just out ahead. Don't know how they've maintained this. Did they get the Great Library? I don't think so. I think Germany did. But either way, they're up there. 42. 41 for Austria, Poland, and Portugal. Again, this is a real mixed list, this one, compared to some of the other ones. Garamantes and Greece, both, and Germany, all on 40. Most of the civs, 39s to 38s. That's like the sort of average position. Net gold, so this is gold per turn. Russia's leading this one, 172, Poland 160, Novgorod and Babylon just in the 100 club, the rest a little bit below. Mercuria losing a lot, I don't know if their caravans can reach that far, which might be an issue. Spain's losing a lot, as is Portugal. I am Denmark, so Netherlands and everyone above them making a profit. So there's 29 civs left. Just another thing to note. Cities, 1 for Venice and Mercuria, 2 for Arabia, the Goths, Ireland and Lithuania, 3 for Morocco, Spain and the Netherlands, 4 for Rome and Austria, 5 Greece, the Huns, Mali, Sweden, Armenia, Portugal, Germany, Garamantes, Songhai and Babylon all have 6, 7 for Britain and the Ottomans, 8 for France and Russia, 10 for the Khazar and Novgorod, 11 Poland, 12 Egypt, much closer at the top than I was expecting. Science output, Poland's leading the way, just ahead of Egypt, then it's Greece in 3rd, Khazar 4th, Songhai 5th. No idea how the Huns are doing that well for technology when they're only 14th on this list, but fair enough. Culture, Germany's leading the way, then Russia, then Egypt, Novgorod and the Songhai. Poland not doing too well. So they're leading social policies, obviously based on their unique ability. Wonders, 3 for Greece, Armenia, Austria, Venice. If Austria captured Venice, they would straight away have 6. That would be a good advantage. Or someone like Rome could go on to 5. They're down here with 2. Treasury, doesn't matter too much. I mean, it's kind of scary that Poland and Egypt, Russia and Novgorod will have the most, but some AI spend money, some don't. It's choice. They might spend it all at once or not at all, or they'll just upgrade units with it. They all have their own ideas. Total faith, I think this is faith stored up. I don't think it accumulates over the whole game. I think if they spend it, this will go down. Never really know. I mean, why would you save 1,000? I guess unless you have a religion. But faith gain, Songhai leading the way, Spain, Mali, Venice and Egypt. Influence, a couple of influential civs, France, Russia, Germany, Portugal, Britain, Songhai, Spain. Don't know exactly. I assume that's over some of the smaller ones. So Mercuria, Venice, Ireland maybe for the UK. Just sort of small ones that are on the peripheries of the map. Trying to see if there's any more small civs. Lithuania, maybe for Russia. The Goths probably in that category as well. Great works, Britain and Germany leading with 5. Russia, the Huns, Venice, Portugal, Khazar and France on 4. Trade routes, 7 for Venice, 6 for Egypt, a load of 5s, a few 4s, a couple of 0s, so that's not good. Doesn't matter how far Mercuria can reach because they have none. Tourism, leading the way is Germany, then Britain, France, the Huns and Russia. Pretty interesting. Let's do one last thing. Religion overview. Biggest religion right now, there's actually a 3-horse race. I mean, throw it open, maybe 4, I don't know. Maybe the Khazar can still do it with a bit of luck. But yeah, this is a lot closer than expected. So leading the way, Islam from the Songhai at 29 cities. Just behind on 27, Eastern Orthodox from Novgorod. That's going to be really interesting because they are so far apart that, you know, they'll probably both be the longest surviving. The other 2 might sort of fall eventually. Buddhism from Venice, though, right in the middle of the map. So that's got a good chance too. And it's in 24 cities already. Judaism from the Khazar, I mean, that's got a fairly good chance. It's quite far away from Novgorod, realistically. If it spread down to the Middle East, that'd be quite smart. 15. Catholicism will probably die to Islam, I imagine. Probably already is. And, I mean, the Goths didn't even get started. But yeah, it looks like, I don't know, yeah, Islam's already into Portugal, so not looking too great. Everyone did declare war on Mercuria last episode. Egypt just forward settled them right now as well. That's pretty brutal. France, we're not really making an effort against Spain. There was a bit going on here, but that's over now. France did slap down one settler, and they're about to put down another one to fill the Mediterranean a little bit more. Or what was the Mediterranean? It's currently Austria in possession of this former Roman city, the Songhai joining in. As you guys correctly pointed out, we do have a fidget spinner of sorts. It's not like the perfect one in the world map where Burundi spawns, but it's pretty close. Good job, Garamantes. Songhai versus Mercuria. Okay, I've already said that. We're good. Rome's going to lose that city very soon. Probably to... I don't know. There's no melee units within one tile, so we'll probably take a few more turns. No, I want to see this Mali city. Okay, they just wanted to block off Morocco. I mean, they could have done it here, but or whatever. They just stole away the luxury from them eventually, I guess. Not that Morocco may have been able to get to it. Do they have? Oh yeah, the city's coastal. Okay, so Morocco can build some boats. Not many. There's not going to be as many boats, obviously, this game. With, you know, one of, I would say, the biggest ocean missing. Or biggest sea missing, not ocean. However, this is actually really big. So, I'd probably still count that the Atlantic is bigger than the Mediterranean Sea on this map. Obviously in real life and in the world map, it's huge. But, you know, on this map, I would still say it's a lot bigger. Another city from Egypt. They're going in. They're scared of Poland. And this is probably what's triggering all these civs as well, to be a little bit more active. Probably. Would make sense. Russia trying to do some settling. 2 more settlers for them. Okay, Rome piecing out with Arabia, France and Venice. I mean, I didn't even know they were all with Venice. That was good timing with France because they'd finally got here. France, you should just go home and attack the Netherlands. It's perfect timing. They're not ready for it at all. But that probably won't happen. But yeah, this is probably going to happen soon. I think that's the only main sort of war going on. And sort of cast our eyes upon it a bit more than some of the other events. I feel like there's no one quite dominant enough yet just to start a big chain of events. Like even Poland, you look at like them v Germany. Germany could probably fend for themselves. Obviously Lithuania is some of the small civs that might get pushed over the edge. So Lithuania could get destroyed. Although they have an okay amount of troops. They would probably lose. Someone like that. I mean, if the Netherlands got caught at the wrong... If Germany attacked the Netherlands right now, that would give them a good chance. But again, they're probably scared of Poland. Ireland are probably a little bit safer because they're on an island. I know, it's in the name. Don't know. I don't know why. There must be a reason they spell it differently. Maybe it's just so people don't get confused. Or maybe they want it to be a bit more inventive. Oh, never mind. That happened. France v Germany. France... When did France get all of this stuff? What the heck? Did they just buy all of this? I don't know. Apparently that was there the whole time. Well, either way, that's going to be pretty scary. France continuing to expand. Poland, this will be interesting. I mean, if France actually helps, it might get bad. But I think Germany should be okay. We won't hold our breath. Or we will hold our breath. I don't know. Something like that. But there's some other civs that might just get destroyed. You know, Arabia might die to Egypt or Babylon at some point. Not that that would lead to too much. Mercuria, again, not super important, but they could die. They're not one of the ones that would trigger like a huge chain of events. Someone like Rome could like definitely collapse and just lead to a whole... Like as soon as everyone's gobbled them up, then all those people then start fighting. Okay, Germany, a bit more trouble now with the Netherlands getting in. Oh, they have their sea beggars. That's pretty cool. But obviously the Dutch and France for the most part down here, although France have more up here. But yeah, this is going to be a tough spell for Germany. If they can come through this victorious, or not, at least without losing anything, that would be great. They have got a few settlers heading towards Finland. Or I don't know where they're going to end up, but somewhere, which is pretty cool. And now Sweden has settlers. So the race for the cities and the land is starting to heat up again. Another new city from Novgorod. They're trying to cut Russia off, aren't they, from going any further. They will have access to all of this at this rate. Which means Poland probably need to win something. Just because in the long term that will build up to be pretty scary. Obviously if Russia can stay really strong, that would help too. If they settle in here, that would annoy me. Oh, Greece is coming. It's fine. Never mind. They're safe. Greece is here. Don't worry about it. There was no need to be concerned in the first place. Greece has us covered. Okay, I really want to watch this Roman city. Is there any they just can't get their units. They can't swap them out now. They're confused. They don't know what to do. Poor AI. We'll focus on this instead. Far more interesting. That was Germany's turn. So they pushed forward a bit, which is quite brave. Because Poland has Gatling guns, so I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, Russia. Weird, but, you know, fair enough. We'll let you off. I mean, they're still scattered some units around. Looks like they're on good terms with Poland. So that's going to be quite useful in the long run for them. Austria could still play a key part here in Central Europe. Maybe if they could somehow just, pick the right moment, maybe take Venice and all of this part of Rome, just with a bit of luck, join in someone else's war. All of a sudden, boom, they look pretty strong. Or maybe they could get in on Germany falling down as well. Take some of the Goths, I don't know. But they need to stand up to Poland, obviously, at some point. Well, that's not going to go too well for them. Good old Portuguese Iceland. So, okay, the sea's starting to fill up a little bit. It's mostly the UK and Portugal, but there's a few other people out here with caravels, Morocco, the Netherlands. Obviously, there's not going to be too many civs in the Atlantic, because obviously the Mediterranean's gone, so a lot of them can't come out here anymore. So it'll mainly be between Mali now, with a lot of new cities here. I think this one's new as well. Mali, Morocco will probably play a small part, but Portugal, the UK, maybe Spain, and France definitely could, but obviously they're probably more focused inland at the moment. They're not an island, so it's not as important, or having a bad start. They can focus on actually taking good cities in Europe. Although I don't know what they're up to at the moment. They're just sort of sat here, so that's fine. Settler's not arrived at its destination yet. Oh, whoa! What happened here? Okay, no, this did happen. The Huns are probably going to be the ones that die out of these four. They will be the first one to go. Have sort of these eastern powers. So that's obviously going to benefit the Khazar and Russia, not Novgorod. So that's some good news for anyone that doesn't want Novgorod to run away with this at some point. Not that they are, but just in case. Obviously now Poland can't really settle anymore. It's down to them to start doing stuff. They've not quite got to the tech yet. Soon they will be able to do some amazing stuff. They don't even have that many cannons. In fact, they have none. Don't know why, but that would have obviously been a useful siege unit to have. But yeah, Khazar obviously taking that in a peace deal as well. That's a huge gain for them already. Which is probably why we saw them so high on the list. They also just settled the city up into 4th place. The Ottomans are in a weird place. If they can keep all of this stuff, put another city here, I don't know. Maybe the longer they survive, the better, I guess. They might be able to compete with Greece. Egypt slapping more settlers down. This stuff is like wide open. I don't know how they're going to hold on to it, but they're just kind of in a good spot. No one's really after them. Don't know where these two are going. Maybe for Mercuria. Wouldn't be a surprise. They've been left alone so far. But it could happen. Could all come unraveling for them. That would be quite tragic. I decided to give you one more turn out of the kindness of my heart. And it's gone on for like 4 minutes now. Don't know what's happened to this turn. There was 10 seconds left. I was like, oh, let's do one more. And here we are, 3 or 4 minutes later. Fantastic. I guess I'll use this time to discuss what's coming in the next few days. Tomorrow, I'm not sure. There'll be like one of 3 things. There'll be a Khmer video, or there'll be a talking video, or there'll be both. Probably most likely is there'll be a talking video of me just talking about something. Second most likely is probably both, and just a Khmer is probably last. I don't know. I feel like there'll probably almost certainly be a talking video, unless, I don't know, I run out of things. I just can't think of planning it. I don't know why it wouldn't happen, but there is obviously, if in doubt, I just throw out a Khmer video. Obviously Thursday and Friday, well, maybe not obviously, but they'll be my last exam days. I don't know if I think I'm going home Friday or Saturday, so that will probably be another day off. And then because it will be at home for like the first time again, I probably won't be on at the weekend, and I'll explain the rest after that. But there might be some changes. I don't know. I'm going to keep these series going. Of course, the Khmer one's nearly done. I mean, it's probably going to be about 50 episodes by the time it's done, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm going to keep this one going. It might change format or something. I don't know. Some things might change, but don't worry. It won't be disappearing or anything. It's all good. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this, turn finally ended. 5 minutes later. Well, enjoy your lengthy episode. I guess we did go through the info addict, so it does make up for it. But be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.